Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
No celebrations over here. That's how Minister with responsibility for information, Robert Morgan, described the mood in cabinet and among government members of parliament following the massive pay increase announced for the political directorate Tuesday.
Minister Morgan, who was speaking at post-cabinet press briefing this morning, sought to justify the raise following uproar by public sector workers and concerned citizens.
Now, Jamaica Maitland has the details.
100%, 150%, 200%, and in the case of Prime Minister Andrew Holness, a more than 250% increase in his compensation package effective April 1, 2023, and by 2024, a more than 300% increase compared to what he's earning in 2021. The massive pay increase announced for the political directorate has drawn the ire of the public.
Everybody feel down, Our government now, I think it's the time now for them to get up and stand up and make the country and the people of the country feel good now.
We forget pay now, but it's too much. Him now consider poor people. Look on Crossroad Market and them if you go in and look right through the market and they come about here already say they better come fix the market.
Information Minister Robert Morgan, in justifying the increases, reasoned that the figures were arrived at by a decades-old policy.
We're not celebrating an increase. The increase comes as part of a public sector transformation process.
But despite it being justified, there are those who argue that the increases given to the political directorate is simply out of touch.
You can't agree with something like that. They will take 300%. They want the teacher and the doctor, them not business with them. And I know some of the people them get the money. And better for them when I come right through and not age.
As when you work here, I believe that you must get a good salary to go home. But I believe it's out of touch.
Minister Morgan says greater pressure and scrutiny will be placed on the politicians to carry out their jobs.
The excuse of not being paid well is off the table. What needs to happen now, and the Prime Minister was very clear about it, is that MPs and ministers, and I think on both sides of the aisle, now have an ultimate responsibility to demonstrate to the people of Jamaica, even more than they were doing before, that we're working for them.
But for others, poor governance must not be rewarded, nor should the increases be foisted on citizens.
It's like him tell the public, so the public have to tell him, some boy, well, leader, Prime Minister, look into yourself and look on the country and the people them, and see if you can do a little better.
Roast breadfruit in one hand and a pumpkin in the other, Miss A from the Crossroad Market has a word of advice for the public.
Too much, yes. Fix them up, man. Yeah. Make everybody get a bite. Because, look here, we soon left all the money here. And gone, dead and gone.
Jamaica Maitland, TVJ News.